UFC Tampa going down this Saturday night from the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. Man, the home of the Lightning, going to be home to UFC welterweights in the main event. Colby Covington's taking on Joaquin Buckley. Colby Covington, I thought, after losing to Leon Edwards, may never fight again. That's the one where he stepped up, got one of the worst title shots of all time, in my opinion, after beating a 7,000-year-old Jorge Masvidal who had lost his last 17 fights. Nonetheless, though, it's been over a year, okay? He got 50-45 by Leon. And now here we are, man. Here we are. Stepping up on short notice to face Buckley, who New Mansa out of St. Louis, Missouri, 5-fight winning streak, 3 wins by knockout. Last knocked out Wonder Boy, R.I.P. Because he killed him that night in October in Salt Lake. But he's put on a great winning streak down at welterweight. Up at middleweight, he was a fun guy. We're like, I'm not really sure how far he can go.
What is his current spirit right now? What is his last few? I know we have Wonder Boy in there.
Andre Fiallo, who that was whenever Andre Fiallo was kind of on a little bit of a run before he ended up getting finished by everybody. Alex Morono knocked out Luque, beat our boy Nerlston, and then knocked out Wonder Boy. That's a solid.
I mean, it's a solid run.
It's not,
it's not the craziest
UFC title caliber, but he could get to a title shot potentially with a win here. Let me actually pull this up. So obviously, our boy Buckley has the momentum. According to the current odds from our friends over at BetMGM, if you guys want to click that link down below, you can get up to $1,500 in free bets. Joaquin Buckley is a minus 275. Colby Covington coming back as a plus 225 underdog. If you want to follow that link down below and go ahead and hop on the action.
There's some value there. There's some value there in Colby.
I was just say, interesting line. I'm not a believer in Colby Covington. I mean, he's very clear, not very hot, the highest guy on him, throughout his UFC run. But at age 36, could he turn back the clock against a guy that we've kind of seen shown a little bit of susceptibility to the wrestling?
But I mean, would he really have to turn back the clock? That's the thing, though. Would you really be surprised if Colby came out here, controlled him for 5 rounds of absolute nothing, and got the decision?
Not at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that is a very likely result. That's a result I say. What do you like? Be honest with me. How do you see Buckley winning this fight? How does he win this fight?
I think it depends on how. Here's the thing. Here's the easiest way to know if a fighter's washed. They don't throw punches. Colby Covington against Leon Edwards didn't throw. He looked like I don't know if it's a moment or whatever, or he's 36 now, with a lifetime of fighting. He didn't do shit, okay? That's the easiest way to know if a guy's washed. Watch Tony Ferguson, he didn't throw punches. Beat Japan at the end of his career, not doing anything. If he could, I say turn back the clock because he looked washed against Leon Edwards. I could see him coming out here and throwing punches and doing the old Colby Covington cardio kickboxing, fucking walking forward, getting you down, doing, going back and forth in the grappling, putting you up against the fence, landing these short shots. I think Buckley could easily catch him in that situation, but I also think,
Colby has a good chin.
Colby has a good chin, but I think Buckley's one of the most explosive guys in the UFC. I genuinely think
that is true.
I think it depends on the way Colby fights. I think Buckley could both catch him if he's kind of doing the whole cardio kickboxing Colby of like 2020 type thing. But if it's Colby of the one that fought Leon Edwards, he's getting done inside 2 rounds. Leon should have finished him if we're being completely honest. So I think it depends on the version of Colby that shows up. I've admittedly gone back and forth on this pick a lot, though. I'm very surprised that the odds are as wide as they are.
I'm almost tempted to pick Colby, dude. Like, I could see a Colby literally 5 rounds of nothing, straight just take down, go to the ground. Buckley can't get up. Yeah, and that's the fight.
Yeah. And he's gonna have.
I just can't generate a thought of how Buckley does it. Like, I don't see a Buckley knockout. I mean, I could see a crazy head kick, some crazy shit like that.
I'm gonna pick Buckley knockout. I'm gonna pick it, but I'm like 55-45.
I think Buckley's the choice just because he's fought, active. He's been active, he's here. But fuck me, dude. Would you be surprised? That's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah.
Like, I really can't. I feel like the best way you can dictate a fight is like, can you generate a thought of how the fight is won? And it's really hard for me to generate a 5-round decision for Buckley. I can't.
I could see him. Well, I mean,
I don't see him finishing Colby.
I could see him finishing Colby, but at the same time, I could also see him.
The way I think about it is, if Leon couldn't do it, why would Buckley do it?
Well, because Buckley's a better fit. I mean, maybe not at the top level. That's kind of the thing. We haven't seen really Buckley fight top level guys. It's kind of his first one. So like, I really don't know. I'm really conflicted about it, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pick Buckley.
It's a hard fight to call. It's weird because it's like I've never been high on Buckley, and then at the same time, Colby's never, and then Colby's just in a fucking weird spot right now. So it doesn't help either.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I feel about it, but I will pick Buckley.
Might have to throw $5 on Colby by decision the night of.
I wouldn't even blame it. I wouldn't even blame you. So, are you going to go ahead and pick him then?
No, I'm picking Buckley.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna throw I throw money down on the opposite guys all the time just for shits and giggles.
Totally fair. Totally fair. Nonetheless, man,
I was about to throw down money on fucking
Crone Gracie.
Not Crone Gracie. And Crone, but I also thought about picking Bryce via finish.
Oh, yeah.
Big mistake.
Yeah, it happens. Look, main event could be a fun fight. This is last card of the year. It's a fight night, but there's a lot of fun fights. Not the biggest names again, but some fun fights. Co-main event. The Hall of Famer, the legend, Killer Cub Swanson, still doing the damn thing, Angel, at 41 years old. But unlike other guys, like Clay Guida's like 43, he looks 43. Cub Swanson does not look 41, okay? He's coming off a split decision.
His body feels like it, though, dude. I can tell.
Yeah, right?
You see him come out with all those leg wraps and shit, and it's just...
But he's still entertaining as fuck.
No, you're right. You're right.
Coming off a split decision loss to Andre Fili. I thought he won that one. Prior to that, he stopped Akeem Dawodu in his tracks up at featherweight. You know, he's had some mixed results. So he got finished by Jonathan Martinez, but he spinning wheel knocked out Darren Elkins. He got finished by Giga Chikadze. Before that, he knocked out Dan Pineda. You know, like he's been going back and forth. Still a very fun action guy. And he is meeting another action guy in this co-main event, Billy Quarantillo. Billy Q out of Tampa, fighting in his adopted hometown of Tampa, coming off a submission loss to Yusuf Zalal. We kind of know Billy Q at this point. You know, on the outskirts of top 15. Very fun guy. According to the current line from BetMGM, our friends over there, Billy Q, a -160 favorite. Cub Swanson, a +130 underdog coming back for the Hall of Famer. What do you make of this co-main event?
It's fun. I mean, it's an action fight. Anything could fucking happen. Both you guys are going to be dangerous at all times. They're both going to go into kill. I mean, dude, if these guys are fight of the night, right? Like, they got to
I mean, it's going to be tough to beat them. It's going to be
tough. If they're not fight of the night, it's going to be insane.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Cub for the culture.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? For the Colts, I mean, Billy Q's a smarter pick, I'd say, but fuck.
Is he really though?
I think so.
By a lot, though.
Not by a lot. I mean,
I'm about to say I don't think like I feel like there's decisives. Like this is an intelligent pick.
He's the younger guy. He's the bigger guy. He's faced a higher level competition as of late. That's my reasoning for thinking he's a smarter pick.
True, but what has he done against that higher level competition?
I mean, he beat. You know, he knocked out Alexander Hernandez. You know, off the lightweight. You know, he beat Damon Jackson. He beat the shit out of him.
Damon Jackson
he had a close fight with Shane Burgos. Did he not?
He did, but.
I know, that was years ago now. Point being,
and where's Burgos at now?
I know.
Exactly. See, like
I'm taking Killer Cub. You don't got to sell me. I'm already taking Killer Cub.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a lot tighter than I think.
Yeah. Well, he's a slight favorite for a reason. But as far as the co-main event goes, I'm taking Killer Cub.
Well, that's why Cub. Well, on the other end, that's why Cub Swanson's a slight underdog.
Yeah. Anyways, man,
I got you. I got you believing, didn't I?
Yeah. You got me.
But,
anyways,
by the way.